Star Nation, checking in. You know, if you had a chance and opportunity, you know, your most important people in your life is your family. You know, me, most of my family on one side or this side or there, I mean, they did nothing but rob me and rob and take, and then, you know, it just went on from there. You know, I wrote this thing. It's on Facebook. I posted it. You know, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it here 1 minute. Let me get this up. Let me get this on there. Star Nation, I'll be right back. Anyways, what it was talking about, you know, it's talking about a little bit of everything, man. Check me out on Facebook. Ronald Wilson right now is what it's called. Or not right now, but Ronald Wilson. Check me out on there. People who work hard for their money or work hard for what they, you know, their religion, their belief, whatever it is, man. You know, don't knock somebody else because you don't know. That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, how are you gonna tell somebody else, or how are you gonna, you know, act like that whenever, man, that ain't right. That's how people believe. That's their belief. It is what it is. You know, dealing with different beliefs as far as like Buddhism, you know, Buddha, what's the other stuff? Christianity, Baptist, Mormons. You know, it's all about what you believe in, man. And at the end of the day, I think we all just striving for the same thing. You know, we all just trying to strive for something and reach for something that you know, for something better. You know, even though sometimes we feel like things might not get better. Now look at this. See how that tree's marked? These are markings, or the telephone pole. Okay, so what they do, and eventually, you know, it's a pretty good idea, you know, because it eliminates other people from coming over there or coming over here or wherever. You know, if you are interested in going to, you know, Jupiter or something, you know, so I'll just talk theoretically or whatever, you know, then I'm going to try to start marking it so you know what area you're in. This is all approved through the government and the system and everything. Obviously, you know, we don't try to do nothing illegal, and we usually don't. I mean, like 99.9% of the time. But that's on a big scale. No, I'm just kidding. We're located right here by the military base, army base, yada yada yada. I feel as though if somebody doesn't know something or doesn't know how, and maybe you think they do or they should or whatever the situation, you know, maybe you should ask first. Don't just automatically assume that somebody knows something. You know, I mean, they could be a whiz kid or something, and you know what? Don't know how to bake a cake. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, give people credit, give people, you know, don't take people for granted. It's a big thing out here, man. Is we automatically assume like we know. Hold on, what do I got? That's something I got in here. We automatically assume that we know what it is or how people are, and people don't want to open up their minds, man. You know, not opening up your mind and not allowing yourself to obtain or learn new knowledge, man, is kind of like you're closing the door on your future. You know, I was talking today to a couple people, and that was the main conversation. It's like, well, if somebody don't want to learn or don't want to hear for whatever reason, because they're hard-headed or because they're just set in their way, it's like, well, that's fine, but when it comes down to it, are you and your whole group or your whole sense or everybody you know, they're all behind. I'm not saying jump in a damn a battleship and get on Haley's Comet and come this way. What I'm saying is slow down, pay attention to what you guys are doing, and you know, just realize, man, that there are bullshit out there. You know, there's quite a bit of bullshit out there. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't want to feed you no bullshit. I don't want to, I'd rather see somebody succeed and be successful, happy, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to see the universe come to an end or want to see this stuff, you know, and some people want that. I'm like, man, how can you justify something like that? I mean, you literally gotta, no cares, no nothing. And I seen that the other day in somebody that, I kind of knew how they was, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt, bit me in my own ass, literally. But it just goes to show you, man, that second chances and stuff like that with people might not always work out, and it might. Hell, sometimes first chances don't even work out. But then again, people get blamed for stuff. People get blamed for stuff that they ain't even do. You know, and people hold that grudge or hold that blame on them. I mean, damn near ruin their lives or try to mess with them, you know, just non-stop. It's like, come on now. You know, if you'd asked, you know, and brought it out. So my whole big point here is communication, fellas. Fellas, women, let's communicate more. Let's try to definitely, I don't know what the hell that is, but I was gonna pick it up. Alright, well, just grab a snake. But anyway, we communicate more, we can definitely get along longer, we can survive longer as a whole, as a unit, as a one nation, as a universe, as a galaxy, whatever the hell you want to call it. I know there's millions of stars, or you know, and all that, yada yada yada. I don't know the exact numbers and stuff like that. I'm sure I can figure it out. I don't know about that. There's a lot, but one thing, just never give up. Army National Guard. But yeah. People, keep your heads up. And Isaiah Mitchell Wilson, I love you. Xavier Mitchell Wilson, love you. Rockland Danielle, love you, babies. Chelsea, you know, all my kids. And just because people don't think or don't want to believe, or whatever the situation is, you know, everybody goes through hard times, everybody goes through rough times. You know, you might have look at your, like with my grandparents or something. I looked at my grandma and my grandpa, you know, as hard working people, you know, and if I would have seen them when they was young, or, you know, I always wonder what they was like, you know. So imagine what your parents are like, or what they was like, or are like, you know, if you could bump into them same age as you or something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't always hold judgment, because that person might just be the one that saves your life, you know. So don't always hold judgment on somebody. Me right now, I went from all these businesses to running these businesses to kind of setting it down to the side. I got Star Nation. That's just, you know, it's been up and running for a while now. And I do this because I believe that with knowledge, you know, knowledge of and knowledge from, you know, other parties, other places, about how things are, about how life is or death is or whatever situations. Like, yeah, some people will just want to control population, and it's not right. Me, myself, I want to see population grow, expand, yada, 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 you know. So if you have any questions, comments, whatever it is, post it up. I'd like to start doing more. You know, maybe figuring a way to go with this thing. You know, right now I like it. I like how it is. I think sometimes that y'all feel. Hold on 1 second. Ow. Like y'all feel like some of it's boring. I don't really know sometimes. I just kind of post a video and I hope you guys like it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start posting some songs on there, you know, maybe start doing the radio show. Give me a call, Star Nation. I'm currently at 317-384-9694. If you can't get through, shoot me an email. Ronnie Wilson, RONNIE WILSON JR1986 @gmail.com. I've had people been hacking my system, hacking my phone, so I know it's kind of hard to try to authenticate it. Just keep it real, keep your head up, and Star Nation, just know, you know, there's always something more out there for you. You just got to get up and get it, and get that, you know, have that want. You know, with AA and everything like that, you know, the drug counselors, stuff like this, they want to teach you that you can't do it for nobody else. You got to do it for yourself. You know, I think that's just the opposite, actually. You know, hell, if we've been doing it for ourselves, you know, or somebody's been doing it for themselves, you know. And me, I've been in a lot of shoes that a lot of people wouldn't have made it out of, and a lot of people didn't. I've also been in situations where people didn't understand the situation, where they looked upon or frowned upon somebody or something because of how society looks at things. You know, it's like a drug, you know, like a certain type of drug. Yeah, I totally understand somebody shooting heroin, you know, that's ODing and all that. I totally understand, I get that. But it's like with cigarette smokes, you know, how cigarette smoke lingers and it lasts, you know. Well, there's certain precursors and things like that nature that holds on and actually holds a lot better. That actually, because of somebody else has smoked a cigarette after you or smoked, it's like now on that cigarette butt, you know, everybody's mouth or everybody's, you know, who smoked it is pretty much on that cigarette butt. You know, and we'll talk more about it later. I'm tired of walking, I know that. And it's aggravating, you know. What's aggravating? There we go. All right. So, what I can tell you is, Star Nation, got much love for you. I love you. I appreciate you guys. No matter how many times they try to shut us down, we're always going to stay up. I can hear y'all. Much love out there. And, I don't know, take care of these babies. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that ain't yours. When you step up to the plate, you know, whatever the situation is, it probably ain't too good. You know, and help somebody out. Much love, Star Nation. I'm out of here, baby.